You know math? Can you show me calculus? How about trigonometry?
Basic math.
Basic math. All right. Let's try a basic math. Are you ready? How many here know math? Right? You got math? All right. So let's just do a basic math. Did I just mess things up? I hope not. I go into a thrift shop and I see a bat, a wooden bat, and a ball. I mean, like, whoa, at the thrift shop. And I asked him, how much for the bat and the ball? And they said, for the bat and the ball, $1.10. Right? Then I asked them, how much for the ball? And they tell me the bat is $1 more than the ball. So I'm asking you, how much is the ball? 10 cents. 10 cents. All right. All right. He says $1. The ball is $1. All right. How much is it? 10 cents. How much is the ball? I'm sorry? How much is the ball? No. The 10 cents, okay. How much is it? All right. How much is it? Okay. The bat and the ball are $1.10. Okay? The bat is $1 more than the ball. How much is the ball? 10 cents, okay. All right. So now let's look at that. So the bat and the ball are 110. So if the ball is 10 cents and the bat is $1 more, so that means the bat is $1.10 and the ball is 10, then it's $1.20. Nope. What's the price of the ball? Yes, then the ball. Is the ball free? No, she knows math. What's the answer? What? For both of them. What's for the ball?
It's 120 then for the both.
No, it's $1.10 for both. No, the bat and the ball is $1.10.
And then you're saying the bat is $1 more.
Then the ball.
Than the ball. Okay.
So what's the price of the ball?
So the ball itself is 10 cents.
No, because then the price would be $1.20. B, big B, plus little b equals $1.10. All right? Now underneath that, directly underneath that, rewrite that again, but you're going to redefine the big B as what? B, little b, plus what? $1. That's the bat.
Okay, so the bat is $1,
No. Would you please follow what I'm telling you? All right? So what you've got is you've actually got the first one, which is B, big B, plus little b equals $1.10. Now you take the big B and you say, well, wait a minute. We're going to redefine big B as being a ball, right, plus $1. So we have a ball plus $1 equals, you follow what I'm saying? We're redefining the big B as being $1 more than the ball. So basically we have 2 B's equals 10 cents. So if we have 2B equals 10 cents, we divide 2B and divide 10 cents, and the ball is 5 cents. Now Now we have a 5-cent ball, and the bat is $1 more, so it's $1.05. $1.05 and 5 cents equals? The equation is big B plus little b equals 110. We redefine big B as being $1 more than the ball. So that's $1 plus little b. So we have $1 plus little b plus b equals $1.10. So I can take $1 off of both of them. That gives me 2 b's on this side and what? 10 cents on the other side. Now what we got? Well, I divide this by 2, and I have 1 b, and I divide this by 2, 10 cents, and I get 5 cents. Ta-da! Is this making sense? Now let's prove the equation. How do we prove the equation? We take 5 cents and we put that into the equation of little b, right? Little b is 5 cents. The bat is $1 more, so it's $1.05. $1.05 and 5 equals what? $1.10. This is not difficult. Okay. You understand the problem with knowledge, right? You think you know, but you don't. How many were absolutely sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, it's 10 cents, right? Right? You're just like, it is! And you were what? Wrong. So knowledge, to define it as no doubt, now that you know what the truth is, now what happened to your surety? Right? I hate my bubble burst. Okay. So we have this difficulty, right? What is knowledge? Because we're from this side, aren't we? So we think when we feel it is, and then it must be. And that has no bearing on anything when it comes to knowledge. Because you know it, you're not knowing it, you didn't test it, you didn't prove it, you didn't verify it, you just feel it. And that is wrong. You can't declare anything as being true unless you've what? Proven it. Everything you and I have, if we're going to call it truth, has to be falsifiable. You have to put it to the test. Or else you can't call it true. You can call it, you know, your feelings. How about this person? Can you say, all right, so when you're talking about truth, when you're talking about knowledge, it's without, you say, this is what I know. Then you're saying you have no what? Doubt. But what happens when I tell you that I show you with proof that you're wrong? Then you wind up going, no, I'm not, I'm right. And you see me tell you all my questions, you do this. And you get upset. Why? What side are we on? This side. That's how Greeks and Romans are. That's the culture we're in. What we feel is right no matter what. And then even if it's proven to you, you still... And as I'm trying to prove it, people are arguing with me. Would you let me speak? Oh. We're on this side. And that's what we say. It's true because I feel it that way. It doesn't make any difference what you feel. The whole country right now is divided by feelings, right? No one's stopped to check. So be careful what you declare is true. When you say, I have no doubt. Really? Did you put it to the test? Everything must be tested to be true. If you say it is, let's put it to the what? The test. It has to be falsifiable. And if it passes the falsifiable test as being valid, then it's valid. If not, but because it's ours, no it's not, it's a perception. That's what you perceived before. Not now. What's the price of the ball? 5 cents. See, that wasn't hard to do. You just changed your perception. Before it was, it's 10 cents. Now it's like, no, it's 5 cents. Right? That's the difference. When you're shown the truth, you make the adjustment. You don't stand fast in that, even if I'm the last person, I'm still going to, no, that's bullshit. All the Word of God I work and all that I know is all, I put it, it's falsifiable. I put it to the test. Is it true or is it bullshit? If it's bullshit, I throw it out. I was raised a Roman Catholic. I was a statue kisser. I drank a whole basin of holy water thinking I was going to get somewhere with it. All it did was make me sick. You understand? So don't go by what people say. But as Greeks and Romans, you believe what you know because you were taught it. And you trusted the person that taught you. All right? How many were taught you that Santa Claus existed? Easter Bunny. Tooth Fairy. What do they call? What's that thing? What's the thing in the closet? The what? Kukuya. The Kukuya is in there. The boogeyman. That's what people teach you. How much of what you're taught? The biggest thing right now that's going. So what gets me is the fact that right now, how much evidence is there is global warming? Global warming, and I tell people over and over again, we're not going into global warming. We're going into global cooling. We're heading into, and I've been saying this for years, because when you do the ice sheets and you pull it up and you look at the last 450,000 years, we go to these cycles. And we are now at the end of this solar cycle. So now from this point on, it gets what? Colder. After this cycle's over, we go into the solar minimum. So we're not going to get warmer, we're going to get colder. Right now, over the whole world, all the temperatures are 2 degrees less than they were for the past 40 years. Things are getting what? Colder. You look at the Antarctic ice sheets going back 450,000 years. We are in a solar minimum. The cycle is consistent every 400 years. And now we're heading down into cold. So if you're going to think about being around for the next 10 years, I suggest getting some cold weather gear. All right, you understand. But why do you believe in global warming? For the facts or because someone told you about it? And this is where the air comes in. Where's the facts? Give me the facts, I'll assemble it myself. Show me what's going on. No, this is what I believe in, this is what you should believe. No, don't give me that. People don't even accept the fact that, oh, by the way, what happened to the polar ice caps on Mars? There hasn't been any polar ice caps on Mars for the last 20 years. So is it anthropogenic? Did man make the global warming? Or is there something else going on? If we're affecting global warming, it must be so bad because we've affected the ice cap on Mars. We have nothing to do with it. It all deals with the what? The sun. The sun gets hot, and then it gets cold. Then it gets hot, then it gets cold. Then it gets hot, then it gets cold. Then we go into an ice age. In 20 years, we go into an ice age. The mini ice age occurs again. It's every 400 years. But anyway, but it's not popular. It's not politically correct. Okay. Then wear your shorts when it's freezing. Enjoy. All I want to know is give me the facts. I'll make my judgment with the facts to find out what's the what? Truth. I'm not for global warming. I'm not against one. But climate change is real, and it's not getting hotter. It's getting what? Colder. We've already passed peak, and now it's downward. We've had the coldest time all over the planet now. Has been 4 degrees colder than any time in the last 40 years. And it's going to get more and more as we enter into the new ice age. But what do I know? Okay. So you believe what you know because you were what? Taught. Well, what are the facts? Let you see facts on both sides and then compare them. People do not acknowledge solar force and they just think it's illumination. It's not. There's X-rays, gamma waves, beta waves. There's a lot of electromagnetic field being forced in the world. And we are a actual generator of electricity and magnetic fields. Our magnetic fields are collapsing. The sun's intensities is dropping. We're getting more X-rays, more gamma rays, more beta rays than we are getting solar light. But no one's looking at that. But right now scientists are furious because they're not being acknowledged, because it's not politically correct. And people are not preparing for the cold. The cold was so bad this last year that almost 1/3 of our crops were wiped out. Not because of global warming, but because of global what? Cooling. But why do people believe what they do? Because that's what they were what? Taught. I'm teaching you to look at the what? The facts. What are the facts? Does the Bible say thou shalt not? It's not thou shalt not. It's not absolute. It's what? Contingent, isn't it? Remember I taught you contingencies? May, right? It's not what you feel or someone else feels. It's not what you think. It's what are the facts. Prove it. On this side, you know what you believe. You believe what you know because you were taught. And what you believe defines who you are. No, it doesn't. What I believed 10 years ago is not what I believe now. It doesn't define who I am. Teach me more and I'll become smarter. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. The more I know, the more I understand, the more I can apply, the better I become. I'm not stagnant. I'm constantly what? Growing and developing. You ever had someone walk up, hey, how you doing? What do you say? Hey, how you doing? Right? I don't say I'm well. I say I'm getting better with time and practice. Because I don't picture myself as being the same. I'm getting better with time and practice. So don't expect me to be the same I was, or even as I am now. Because eventually I'm going to be what? Awesome, right? And so are you. Don't hold to anything. Be ready for new. Right? Does that make sense? Everybody's got all these brown eyes looking at me. It's kind of cool. I don't know what I'd do if blue eyes looked at me. I'd be probably all freaked out. All right. You believe. Do not let your beliefs define you. Because when you do, then you won't change. You won't grow. Be ready to adapt. Be ready to change. Be ready by the truth. Give me the facts. If both facts are true, then there must be something else. And that's what you look for, the truth. All right. The greatest knowledge in our culture, the greatest love, the greatest knowledge is the knowledge of yourself. I'm so wonderful, right? Gnothe, Zeuton. That's the Greek. That was what was written in the Temple of Athena, or Delphi. Nosko te ipsum. Says the same thing. Know thyself. Doesn't that summarize the Greek and Roman culture? Isn't that the way we've been taught and live and define ourselves? What about this side? On this side is what we know and believe is only a shadow, not a piece, a shadow of the truth and reality. That allows you to what? To grow, to develop. The moment you lock yourself in, then any changes affect you. Changes in more truth should not affect you. It should increase you. What blessed me about her, she was like, no, it's $1. And then she did the math and she went, nope, it's not. She needed that. She just needed the facts. You know, I can kind of relate to you, you know. But that's what you got to be. You got to say, nope, now I know the what? The truth. Now I'm not. Now, until I see something better, this is where I stand. Don't let it define you. All right. People say, well, you don't understand what I've been through. I could care less. No, but Frank, you don't know. I don't care. Why are you locked into the past? Okay, all right. 6 years old, I wet my bed. So what am I, a bedwetter? Because of one time at 6 years of age? Did you wet your bed?
Yes.
Did she ever wet her bed? More than once. Oh, you're a bedwetter. You're accusing me. Aha. 3 fingers back. He said more than once. You understand? Your situations that occur to you are just situations. It's what you do after them that makes you who you are. Did you grow? Did you develop? Did you learn? Or did you make the same stupid mistake again and again and again?
3 times? Yes.
Well, she did, yeah. Did you wet the bed? All right, so let's do it this way, right? I invite you all to my house. We're all sitting down having dinner. My mother walks out. I got something to show you. And she pulls out this bed sheet with a big yellow stain. Said, see, Frank did this when he was 6. You would respond what? You understand? It would be what? To bring up the past would be what? Absurd. You wouldn't be looking at me weird. You'd be looking at my mother weird. I know. It's like, what? Do you understand? For anyone to bring up the past, God don't bring up the past. He's forgotten it. It never existed. You did it? Fine. Now move on. Got it? You're in a situation. Now what do you do with it? You keep moving forward. You keep working with it. It doesn't define you. If you failed, so what? Now you know what not to do. Now you can move on. You can become greater. If you keep stepping in the same shit all the time, that stinks. Just don't step there anymore. Now move on. It's got it. Quit running in a circle in the same crap. Become a better person. Become more skilled, more knowledgeable. Make yourself awesome. Do you see yourselves awesome?
Yes.
What's the word delusional mean? Anyway. Okay. Fire! All right, anyway. All right. Now, here's what's cool. This is a different way of thinking, a different way of perceiving life. When you're dealing with the Bible, you're dealing with the culture. We know and believe, what we know and believe is only a what? Shadow. So if it's not, you acted on what wasn't the truth, you didn't verify it, and you did it, so next time you're going to check it out. You're not going to make the same dumb mistake again. You don't sit there and it doesn't define you. Your situations don't define you. You define yourself once you're in it, what you do. That defines what kind of person you are. Not the mistake, it's what you do that defines you. Right teachings propel us beyond the mistakes that we have made and prepare us for greater wisdom and what? When you have the right teachings, it gives you that, I'm not going to step in that, and you go around it. rather than stepping in it. Yeah, the Bible was right. Yeah, the Bible was right. There it is again. No, object is you do the word and don't step in it. Is that making sense? And you're sitting there shaking it off your foot and We are, this is where it's different. You believe defines who you are. Bullshit. I'm ready to learn to increase my understanding. We are according to the word, we're the summation of gained knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That's what we're supposed to be. The gained knowledge, the gained wisdom and understanding that's what makes us. So now we stay, no, you never stay there. You continue to what? To grow, to learn, increase in understanding. We are the summation of gained knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which is only a rung on a ladder to stand upon to reach the next level. That's how you look at life. So nothing sets you back. What's that guy's name that was the astrophysicist? Hawking's, right? He was told that he had what? What is his disease? No, not Lou Gehrig's disease. Stephen Hawking's. Anyway, his whole body is falling apart. Pardon? Yeah, he died recently. But he still, even though his whole body became totally worthless, his mind was still intact. Don't tell him he couldn't do anything. He became the world's leading astrophysicist. His brain was sharper than anybody else's. He could do massive calculations in his head. Didn't need a calculator. You define who you are. What if you found out that your whole body is just going to fall apart? What would you do? There is a person that was born without arms and legs. And if you were born without arms and legs, how would you feel? What's his name? Nick Vujicic. He has no arms, he has no legs, born without them entirely. Yet, his mom and dad said nothing limits you unless you let it. And he trusted that. They read him the Bible every day and said, you are a more than what? Conqueror. Stand on the truth of God's word. And he today holds 4 companies. He's got a wife and he's got children. And he has no arms and what? He can fly a plane. He can drive a car. He does everything that anyone else can do. No one brushes his teeth for him. He brushes it himself. No one carries him. He makes his own way. And so they put him out and he goes, okay, let's play soccer. He goes, okay. So he's standing there as the goalie, right? Like, this is absurd. The guy kicks the ball and runs right past him, right? He goes, I wasn't ready. He is a nut. He likes to have fun because his legs, without legs, it doesn't bother him. So what he does is he goes to those big swim places, right? Remember, it's not what happens to you. It's how you what? Deal with it. It's the kind of person you are. So anyway, he likes to go to those big places where they have all the swimming and stuff. They got those slides. So he gets on the slide, and he slides down this, water world things, And he comes out, and bash, right? And he jumps up. People look at him. He goes, where's my arms and legs? He's driving the car, right? And he gets a big kick out of it because he's driving the car. He has ways to. He's got a little chicken drumstick, he calls it. And he drives the car. And he's a good-looking guy, right? So he'll be driving along, and some girl will look at him like, hey. And he goes, hey, right? And she's like, And then what he'll do is he'll spin around in the seat, right? He's got a seatbelt on. Because he's got no arms and legs. So he just goes, and the woman goes, he drives off. He's an absolute nut. But, when you're around people like that, where nothing stops them, what stops you is you. Incidents in your life don't define you. You define you. How you handle a challenge. What kind of person you become. Your background, your past mean absolutely what? Nothing. It doesn't matter what people think about you. You know what you got to do. You know, you define who you are. Is that making sense? You are the summation of the gained wisdom, knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, which is only a rung on the ladder to stand upon to reach the next level. That's from God's Word. That's from the Eastern culture. A lot different. Which side are we on? We don't want a side. We just want to do God's what? Word. Well, the Word was written for this side, not this side. Last, the greatest knowledge is the knowledge of self. Right. From the Word of God, in the Eastern culture, it's to leave the shadows of what we believe we know and begin to walk in the light of increasing wisdom and understanding of truth and reality, as well as he who has possessed them, to know and understand who. That's exactly what Einstein said. That's exactly what Newton said. That's exactly what Planck said. The greatest minds in science, the fathers of modern science. They were men committed to the Word, and they were the ones that released the greatest insights. Einstein, Planck, Newton. Don't mess around. Do they like religion? They hated religion. Newton hated religion. Einstein hated religion. Planck hated religion. The only thing that comes between you and God, what? What comes between you and God? Absolutely nothing. What do you want to come between you and your child? Absolutely what? Nothing. God doesn't want, he wants you to be able to pick up his word and let him communicate directly what? To you. God values you as much as Christ. But you've got to recognize that. Let that define who you are. So I don't care how impossible you think your world is, you ain't seen nothing. You can overcome everything and anything, and I have got hundreds of people's lives to prove it. And I was honored to be the one to teach them. And I'm teaching you now. Is it valuable to you? Do you understand what I'm offering you? So we can either stay Greeks and Romans, or we can adopt the greatness of that culture, but understanding God's word through it. We've already been here. Now we're learning this so we can understand the what? The truth. We take both sides, and we know where we've been, and we know what the culture is. Now we can just zero in on the truth. Talk about zeroing in on the truth. This is one of the greatest I spent my whole life preparing this diagram. So here's my whole 40 years right there for you. Are we impressed? No, because this is the standard Greek and Roman. So here we go. This is the standard Greek and Roman. You have knowledge, and then you know how to apply the knowledge. And that's as far as you go. How many have microwaves? All right? All right? Do you know what it is? Yes. How do you use it? You know what to do. You know what and you know how. That's it. How many have cars? Explain to me how the engine works. So the only thing you know is you know what it is and you know how to use it. That's it. Could I build a microwave? Sure. Can I build a radar unit? Sure. I know how it works. I understand it. You look strong. Like bull. Like cow. All right. But you understand, this is the Greek and Roman way. This is all we've been knowing. Okay, this is a cell phone. How do I get? Don't you ever ask how it works? How is it you can touch it and move things on the screen? Don't you ever wonder about that? Ooh. But this is the Greek way we live. We have no idea where our food comes from. When you buy food, where does it come from? Comes from the market. Where'd he get it from? You ever wonder anything about this stuff? When you flush your toilet, where does it go? You ever wonder about that? Kids do, and they say, where's it go? And they say, don't worry about it. Well, they want to know. But as the Greek and Roman, we don't care as long as we got it. Then we complain when we don't got it. That's all. Tell me what it is, how to use it. Tell me what it is, how to use it. Tell me what it is, how to use it. That's it. That's as far as we go. We have no idea where the food came from. We have no idea what's in our food we eat. We have no idea what's in our drink. We're just dumb Greek and Romans. That's scary. All right, now on this side, on the Oriental side, it's different. Because not only do you have knowledge, wisdom, but then you got something else. There's understanding. You have to know, you have knowledge, and you have wisdom. Then the question is, why does it work? Why? So if you want to know the what, that's knowledge. Anything you know the what of. What's this? What's that? What's this? What's that? That's a what. That's just knowledge. To understand how to use it and how it works, not just understanding how to put it to use, that's called wisdom, how to use it. And then the final is why. Why does it work? Why does it do what it do? Why is it that way? So you'll know that you have a lot of knowledge, but you don't have a lot of what? And you have almost no what? Understanding. That makes you easily manipulable. How would you know when you pull your car, you drive a car, right? And when they tell you the blinker fluid is low, and it's a quart low, what do you say? Right. Someone needs to fill her blinker fluid or the blinker won't work.
Change the light bulb? Or no? Oh! I thought it was like the light or something.
That's, okay. Does anyone, no, have you ever tried that? Why? If you say gullible really slow, it sounds like oranges. Yeah, show me. Go ahead. Do what? All right. Gullible. All right. All right, anyway. You're a stinker, you know that? All right, so understanding, so if I asked you, what do you know, and you told me, and I asked you, how do you use it, and you could tell me, then I asked you, how does it, why does it work, or give me the understanding of how it works. Give me the why, you won't know. And if it breaks, you can't fix it. Yes or no? How much in your world do you have any clue of why it works? I got this and it's broke. I got this and it doesn't work. I got this and it doesn't work. All right. That puts you totally at the mercy of someone who tells you that you're a quart low on your blinker fluid.